Hey, welcome back. It's Back to the Basics. I'm Sean Barr, and today we are talking about first hop redundancy protocols. That's VRRP, HSRP, and GLBP. Are you ready? Let's go! All right, welcome back. We are talking first hop redundancy protocols. We're going to talk about three types of redundancy protocols: HSRP, VRRP, and Cisco's proprietary GLBP. So HSRP and VRRP pretty much do the same thing. They have a designated router answering for a virtual MAC and a virtual IP. Well, what is a virtual MAC and a virtual IP? Well, when you set up these first hop redundancy protocols, what's the point of them? Well, if you have a LAN segment, you have a bunch of hosts, laptops, desktops, printers, those types of things. They can only have one gateway IP address. And if that gateway goes down, you don't want to scramble and re-IP another host and do all of that. What this does is gives you the element of redundancy. So if you had two routers or two switches acting as layer 3, they could support a failure. So one of your switches could go down and all the hosts on that LAN would continue to communicate. That's essentially why these protocols exist. So how do they work? Well, on a LAN segment, you have let's just keep it for two for now, two routers for now. HSRP could support and VRRP could support more than two routers or layer 3 devices on a segment, but let's just keep it simple to two. So you have two routers. Each of them gets an IP address. Let's say 192.168.2 and 192.168.3. So each of these routers have .2 and .3. But our gateway is .1. So we assign them both .1. And through the protocol, they designate one to be a primary and one to be a standby. And that's through priority, and there's a bunch of mechanisms we can do to control priority and who's the primary and who's the secondary. But essentially, they come up with a virtual IP address, which is .1, and a virtual MAC address, which is how from a layer 2 perspective, how the hosts communicate with it. And if router 1 dies and it's the active host on that redundancy protocol, it will move that IP address and virtual MAC to the second router, and communication on the LAN continues to operate. So that is why they exist. They essentially provide redundancy to your LAN segment, like I said. And so VRRP is virtual router redundancy protocol, and it essentially does the same thing as HSRP. It's really just a lot of vendors implemented VRRP. Cisco implements HSRP, and also Cisco implements GLBP, which is Gateway Load Balancing Protocols. So taking the same themes that are behind HSRP and VRRP, but adding an additional layer of load balancing. So this is, instead of it being all on router 1, and if router 1 dies, then it goes all to router 2, GLBP gives you the capability of saying, I want some to be on A, or router 1, and I want some to be on router 2. And you have an option, a way to control how much goes on A, what percentage goes on A versus what goes on B. That's what GLBP does. It combines the redundancy and the resiliency of HSRP and VRRP, but also gives you the ability to load balance across those hosts. So that's really it. If I said anything in this video that you like, want to know more information, make sure you let us know, make a comment, like, subscribe, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.